welcome to another episode of Toya Talks Wrestling. Today, I'm going to talk about Raw, December 16th, 2024. This was an okay Raw, it wasn't that great, but let's just talk about some of the things that happened on Raw last night. So, you had the tournament for the women's IC title. In this tournament, we had Zoe Starks, I think with Cadence Carter, versus Raquel Rodriguez. This match was it was okay, I guess. I mean, it was a big botch at the end of Zoe Starks. Zoe Starks ends up advancing to the next round and everything else. But this match was just I don't know. This match was just blah and stuff like that. I have to say, like, Raquel Rodriguez is just so boring and just dry, like this powdered milk, without. It's just not good. It's not good. Like, I don't know what it is that she needs. She's missing something. Like, she's a great wrestler, and I like her and everything else, but she is definitely missing something. It's like it ain't working for her as a heel or a face. I don't know, man. Like, she's just, there's an ingredient there that is just like, I don't know. But speaking of Zoe Stark, Zoe Stark with the rest of Pure Collection Fusions, whatever the hell they're called, they ended up backstage jumping Kairi Sane. Kairi Sane is supposed to be in the tournament next week. I don't know if she's fighting. I know it's Natalya and someone else. I don't know. Like, I really don't know the women's roster on Raw that much, except for like Liv and like Rhea. But anyways, I don't know who she's fighting, but they took her out, and we don't know if she's gonna be able to fight next week or not. And I heard rumors that Io Sky might take her place. Now, I'm not saying she is. I don't know for sure, but if that's the case, I can see Io there, and I can see Io being the champion, not the champion, but the winner in that match, and then she will fight Lyra Valkyria, and then I think Dakota Kai fights Zoe Stark. So, and then I can see maybe Io versus Zoe. I don't know. We'll see. But I don't know if that's the case or not. But yeah. Hopefully she's okay. Hopefully she'll be able to go in there. But I was like saying, if Io goes in there in her place, I'm going ahead and just saying Io's winning the whole damn thing. Anyways, let's move on to some more ladies. We got Liv Morgan was out in the ring with Dirty Dom and what's her face? Raquel Rodriguez. I can't even remember her name. See? I'll fucking remember what she is. Anyways, basically, she was out there just bragging about how she's the best women's champion of the world, and how 2024 was the year of Morgan and everything else, and how 2025 is going to be better than ever, and all this other stuff. Basically just talking until Rhea came out. Rhea Ripley comes out, and basically, they didn't fight. He's like, Rhea Ripley's like, you're gonna want to know what I have to say, and Liv Morgan's like, nobody wants to hear what you have to say, okay? And then she must say something else, and Rhea Ripley's like, shut up, right? And he said, I talked to Adam Pearce, and he made it official that I'm gonna be the number one contender for your title and stuff like that. And then they pretty much looked at each other and what did she say? I'm gonna take that title away from you, and all you'll have left is your tender eating slut or something like that. And points to Dom and everything else like that. And then Liv goes to Dom, starts hugging Dom and everything. Anyways, called him a tender slut or something like that. I don't remember. It was pretty funny. They didn't announce when this match was going to be. The Joe Tessitore was like, this match will be coming up eventually. I'm thinking, and more likely it'll be on Netflix on January 6th. So this this feud, this storyline will finally end on January 6th, which it should have ended a long time ago. I do have something to say about this though, right? Because I know that they're having this match, right? Do you think, because, and I'm throwing a curveball here. I'm putting my bat and I'm aiming for the fences. Do you think it's possible? Because I know Becky Lynch is supposed to be at Raw on January 6th on Netflix at the premiere. Do you think it's possible? Because she did have situations with Rhea and Liv that Becky Lynch could be the special guest referee in this match. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this could be just a regular, just one-on-one match and stuff like that. But I'm thinking, like, what is Becky doing on Raw on January 6th? Like, yeah, she's gonna show up. Cool, it's gonna be great to see her. I miss her. I love her. You know, she's one of my faves. But what is she doing? Why not put her to work? Why not have her be the special guest referee? You know, Liv always talks about how she put Becky Lynch in retirement and stuff like that. So, you know, it'd be like, can you imagine her face when she sees like Becky Lynch is a special guest referee? That'd be crazy. I don't know. I mean, I was just thinking about that. I was like, well, you know, because I was like, we could do regular match and stuff like that. But it's like if she ain't really doing anything and she's just showing up just to show up, man, put her to work, you know? I don't know. That's just one of my thoughts. I just thought about that. But yeah, I'll be glad when this whole storyline is over, though. That's for sure. So we had the New Day, and the New Day were trying to go into the locker room, and the Rey Mysterio comes out, and he's like, "Yeah, they don't want." And New Day's like, "We can't come in," and they're like, well, everybody's pretty pissed off at what you did to E, and they don't want you in there. It's probably best that you just go and change somewhere else. And then Xavier was like, well, that's fine. We didn't want to be in a locker room with you people anyways. And then they found some place to change or whatever. And you had was it Kathy Kelly come over there and basically try to do an interview, and basically they blame Kathy Kelly for them not being able to go into the locker room because of the unbiased interview and stuff like that. I think that I was told, I seen like an advertisement, or not an advertisement, but a vignette for a new wrestler that's coming out. I think it's Penta. I don't know much about Penta, but apparently people saying that Penta might be teaming up with Rey Mysterio, and then Rey Mysterio and this Penta guy might be feuding with the New Way, not the New Day. I don't know. I also heard that the New Day or the New Way, whatever the fuck they call themselves these days, has new music, but I haven't heard it yet. I've heard like something. I don't know if that's their music or not. I mean, it could be like a really good AI. I don't know. I will, you know, once we get to that point where I actually hear the song, I'll let you know. But for right now, I don't know. I think that's what's happening. I don't know what's happening, but we shall see. So we had CM Punk actually started the show, and CM Punk was talking about, you know, basically how Seth Rollins was thinking about him all the time, and that he wasn't really thinking about him lately, but lately he has been. Lately he knows that Seth Rollins is gonna be that part of his life, or he's like, I can't get rid of him and stuff like that, and it pisses him off because he's trying to focus on, you know, bigger and better things and not Seth Rollins. But, you know, Seth Rollins is, you know, in the background somewhere like that, and called Seth Rollins his failure because, you know, the students don't fail, the teachers fail, and he failed Seth Rollins, so that's CM Punk's failure. the crowd was challenging CM Punk's like, well, be careful, don't shout my name because people don't like that and everything else. Basically just bashing Seth Rollins and all this other stuff. And he's like, well, you know what, Seth, I'm here now. I can teach you for free how to be a better wrestler and stuff like that and everything else. Right? I basically, CM Punk was trying to edge Seth Rollins to come out. He even made fun of his music. He's like, well, at least we don't have to listen to that stupid song and that stupid music and him tiptoeing around here and everything else and looking like Liberace. And I'm not making fun of Liberace. I'm just saying, stuff like that. He's like, just because you have Elton John's glasses on don't make you Elton John, and just because you look up to CM Punk don't make you CM Punk. And basically, no, there's no Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is not coming out yet. And he's like, well, he gets mad when you guys chat my name, so they started chanting his name, right? CM Punk, CM Punk. And then you hear Seth Rollins chanting CM Punk, CM Punk, CM Punk. And CM Punk's looking towards the stage because that's obvious the place where, you would look, right? And he looks on the stage and he's looking around. You can still hear Seth Rollins shout CM Punk. It turns out that Seth Rollins was in the crowd with the rest of the fans and stuff like that. And he's like, yeah, come on guys, shout CM Punk, CM Punk, CM Punk. Right? And he's like, Seth Rollins goes, life is about perspective. And I wanted to see the perspective of how people look at you from this, from up here where the fans are and stuff like that. CM Punk got a big old grin on his face and everything, though. And then, he's put how you put your hands over your eyes like you're looking for something. So that's what Seth Rollins does. And Seth Rollins like, nah, even from here, you're an asshole. Obviously got bleeped, but yeah. Even from here, you're an asshole. Right, he goes, and CM Punk's like, well, you're on the right spot. You should be right there with the fans, right? And the fans are challenging CM Punk, and Seth Rollins like, look, I don't care about being in the stands with a fan. This doesn't bother me. I've always been a fan. I've always been here. When you left, I put this show and this company on my back. And you just left and started crying and whining and everything else like that. So basically, they kept talking to each other and stuff like that. Seth Rollins ends up going down, to the ring and stuff and everything else. And eventually, Seth Rollins calls CM Punk by his real name, Phil. And that just pissed CM Punk off. And CM Punk jumps over the barricade, and they are fighting in the crowd. And they're fighting in the crowd, and they're fighting over the barricade, and they're fighting over here, and here comes security and Adam Pearce, and then they separate them, and here they go again. They fighting again, and they're fighting around the ring, and they're fighting in the ring, and they're all the ramp, and down the ramp, and on the ring again, and around the ring, and into the crowd, and everything else. And, freaking CM Punk goes away, or gets out for the what do you call it, the ring announcers section where they go out there, whatever, and then not CM Punk, but Seth Rollins goes and chase them, and they're fighting some more and everything else. So eventually, both both CM Punk and Seth Rollins was telling Adam Pearce that they want to fight each other and stuff like that, and Kathy Kelly was asking about the whole situation, and basically, they're going to have a match at Netflix on January 6th, kind of like I said last week. But so they're going to do that. So that is for January 6th, and we got that match going. So we have basically so far in the can 2 matches we know for sure: CM Punk versus Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa. So then Seth Rollins is backstage, and Drew McIntyre comes up to him and it's basically saying that, people used to tell me to let the whole Roman Reigns things go and everything like that, but it's really hard to do, isn't it? And, he's like, you and I both hate Roman Reigns, so, I think we should just team up together and take them out and stuff like that. And because you heard what he said, right? He said as soon as he gets to Ufala, it's not gonna matter because he's gonna have the power again, all this other stuff. That he's gonna put his family aside and everything. This is what Drew McIntyre said. That he's gonna put his family aside and everything else and have the power. We cannot let it happen. And Seth Rollins like, I already took Roman Reigns down, and I took them down with Sami Zayn and Jey Uso. Jey Uso and Sami are my friends. Just because you and I have some common denominator or whatever doesn't make you my friend and stuff like that. Because I respect Sami and I respect Jay. I don't know, it's questionable. And as soon as Drew McIntyre was going to say something, Sami Zayn comes in and pretty much tries to jump Drew McIntyre, but they got separated and stuff like that. So the whole Sami and Drew thing is not over. We are just beginning, I guess. So I'm intrigued. I am intrigued. And the last thing that I would like to talk about is that we got new tag team champions. Yes, the War Raiders beat Judgment Day. So how it happened was the War Raiders and Judgment Day was a pretty good match. It was probably the best match of the night, I would say. At one point, McDonough got a chair and was kind of trying to distract the refs. He got a chair on purpose, and the refs saw it, right? And he tried to get rid of the chair and stuff like that. As he was doing that, Finn Balor got a chair, and he was trying to pull it from like the timekeeper area, but it got stuck. Well, it didn't really get stuck. Someone was holding it. 2 guesses. You just need one. Yes, it was Damian Priest. Damian Priest was holding the chair and pretty much pulled Finn Balor into the barricade and the chair. And the Roar Raiders got Finn Balor, did their finishing move, and ended up with 1, 2, 3. And now we got new tag team champions. Now, oh wait, before I totally forgot a part. Before the match had started, Finn Balor had asked where was Liv, Dominic, and Raquel on Saturday night's main events when Finn was fighting Gunther and Damian Priest, and they were like saying, well, we figured you didn't need our help and all this other stuff. And Raquel was like, when you listen to Finn, you always win and stuff like that. So, and Finn Balor's just like smiling, like, okay, bitch, sure, right, whatever. Anyways, let's go back. I forgot about that part, but yeah. So now that they have lost the titles, which thank goodness they're actually on an actual real tag team, so maybe now we'll get some tag team title defenses going on, and it's not going to be every once in a blue moon while. I think, how long have they had those titles, and they only fight like 3 times or something like that, or defended them 3 times? I think, I don't know, maybe twice, I don't know, I think it's 3. But I'm glad the War Raiders got it. I'm glad the War Raiders are they're new champions now, so now maybe we can build up our tag team again. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what's going on with our tag team, but we need to build it up, and we need actual tag teams to do so. As far as Finn Balor is concerned, like I said, I don't know what they're doing or when it's going to happen, but I feel like they're going to be able to kick him out pretty soon. Because, I mean, I don't know who's going to be the leader of that group, or there is no leader, but eventually there's going to be a leader. I don't know if Dominic Mysterio is ready to be the leader of that group or not. I could see Liv being the leader as well. I don't know what they're doing with Carlito. I have no idea. They should just get rid of Carlito. He is really doing nothing at all. Just there. Just, oh, look at me, I'm Carlito. That's it. But yeah, congratulations to the War Raiders. Both of them, came back from injury and both succeeded. Like, we probably would have never thought that these two guys ever came back, and they came back and they won the title. So I'm really glad about that. But anyways, that is all for now. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Okay, bye.